What do you propose?
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
I had a vision of a world without Batman.
Let's put a smile on that face. And...
Why so serious? Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order. Everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. Oh, and you know the thing about chaos? It's beer.
First impression of the artisan box is this simply chaos because of Joker's graffiti over the box with his iconic green and purple and red. Let's remove the box slipcover. And we're automatically greeted with a picture of the figure. And
why so serious?
And on this side we have a picture of the playing card Joker. And if you guys want to pause the video and read this a little bit, do so. Then on this side it says,
I had a vision of a world without Batman.
Then on this side it says,
let's put a smile on that face.
Then we open the box and we have a picture window showcasing the figure's head sculpt. And then on this side we have a picture window showcasing the figure's accessories. Now let's dive into this. Bear with me while I get all the Joker's accessories laid out on the light pedestal. We got all Joker's accessories laid out here on the light pedestal, and I know what you guys are waiting for. Bro, Hot Toys did it again. They hit a home run with this one. It looks just like Heath Ledger. We will revisit the head sculpt. Let's kick things off with the owner's manual. And on the front of the owner's manual, instruction sheet, DC, The Dark Knight Trilogy, Joker. Followed by his ha-ha-has. And warning to not prick yourself with his gauntlets and his batarangs. And they suggest to not touch the hair with your bare hand, to wear a pair of gloves and use the tweezers gently. And up here they're showing us how to wrap Joker's hand into the cape to hold the cape. And there's the ending part of how to hold the cape. And they show us how to install the grenades. And then the metal ring goes around his thumb, like in the movie. And they showcase how to remove the back panel off the back of his head. It's magnetic. And to be careful not to stuff the hair inside the sculpt. Then use the tool to tickleate his eyes. And later in the video we're going to Frankenstein the imposter Batman. And they show how to use his guns and what hands to use and how the guns work. Now let's lay the owner's manual aside and keep it close by just in case we need it. Here is the tools for the head sculpt. Here is the tweezers. And the tool for his eye tickleation. Now let's take a look at the head sculpt without the cube case on. The level of detail is on another level, and the rooted hair just brings that sense of realism to this head sculpt. And I can't stop filming this head sculpt because the likeness to Heath Ledger is phenomenal. Let's get into rest of the accessories, and we'll Frankenstein the imposter Batman later in the video. And here is the instructions how to remove the head sculpt from the base. Give it a 180 and pull it off. In typical Joker fashion, he carries a deck of cards. We will check out the deck later in the video with the accessories and posing part of the video. Here is Joker's Glock. It cocks back on a spring, and the magazine comes out, and there is a bullet standing right there proudly. He also has a trio of batarangs. Two with the purple splatter and one with red splatter and purple, with a bronze undercoat. And here is the one with the red and purple splatters. Let's check out his display base. It is kind of a reused mold because we see it in the DX12 Batman and the DX19 Batman, which I wanted to get the DX19 Batman figure from Captain Collectibles, and it has no functional lights. Let's crack it open. And install the crotch grabber. Which it goes back here. Note to self, I should have set it up off camera. Which it is not an easy task.
A few moments later.
We're back. We got the crotch grabber to go into the base, and it was a royal pain in the you know what. Now let's move on to his guns. It looks like a Remington shotgun with pump action. And I'm liking the dry brush look on here. And he gets a submachine gun where it pans out like that. Firing pin, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. Leave a comment down below. So the magazine comes out. Had a sculptured bullet sitting on top, nice and proud. Goes right back in. And you want to bend it back here. You just want to fold it right back up. It comes with a couple wrist pegs. Also, he comes with 6 pair of hands He has the fist hands installed on him already. With the green splatter on his hands. A card holding hand. Gun holding hand. The other might be recycled, but I liking the paintwork and the green splatters on his hand. And then his hand, it holds a gun or part of his cape. Then a open hand to hold his metal ring on his grenades, like on the movie. Lastly, he gets grenades. I try not to handle them on video because they take forever to detangle. And they are on a purple string, lead up to his metal ring. And they're made out of plastic. And they get two different ones. Here's one of them, and here's the other one. It's different. They have a dry brush silver with a black wash on them. It is time to Frankenstein my Joker into the imposter Batman. Before we Frankenstein Joker into the imposter Batman, let's take a look in the suit. Let's take a look inside the head sculpt. Safety first. Turn his head 180 degrees and pull it off. Here's the moment you guys have been waiting for. We Frankenstein Joker into the imposter Batman.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Here's what the imposter Batman looks like. Now let's talk about his suit. Let's talk about the Jokerized bat suit. Base color is purple with green spray paint, and some of the old suit is bleeding through, and Joker sloppily painted the bat symbol red, followed up by his ha-ha-has vertically down his suit on the left hand side. He gets green splatters on his belt and purple on his belt, followed by his ha-ha-has down the leg. He has green and purple and red splatters on his boots. It's kind of an asymmetrical pattern. Red on this side and not on this side. And he even spray painted his boots on the bottom. And I think this suit is very uniform looking.
Hard to stay inside the lines.
I don't think the Joker's going to use masking tape to mask up all the black portions of his suit. As far as the cape goes, the cape has been dyed purple and it's got a lot of stains and weathering on the cape. It's kind of got a stretchy material. And as far as the weathering goes, it's kind of clean looking. Kind of like a pattern. Kind of like a comic book pattern. I kind of like it. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of the cape. I'd like to know what you guys think. And if your cape does that, tuck it under so it has its pleats going and looks right. Gotta tuck it under. By the end of the day, I know this is a fantasy figure and I like it. So let's move on to Ticulation. Let's kick off the Ticulation with his posable eyes. And don't forget his tools. And a pair of gloves. The first part of Ticulation for his eyes is to remove the back panel off the head sculpt. And I'm going to try to show you guys what the inside looks like. Then you got to take this tool and wedge it in here to the eyeballs and move them around. It kind of feels like I'm playing that board game, Operation. A little bit of fish eyes. Little cross-sided. I guess this is what Joker's Wild looks like. I think I found my eye angle I'm gonna keep in the collection for a while, because on the left hand side it just screams Heath Ledger to me. What do you guys think? Putting on the back panel on the head sculpt, make sure you don't pinch any of the hair inside the head sculpt as you put on the back panel. Make sure you get all the hair out of the way. And then place it in. A little bit of finessing. Then it's back to normal. And here is the Ticulation with his eyes. Before we dive back into Ticulation, I have two pictures that I want to compare to my Imposter Batman's head sculpt. I think it is between the jail scene and the interrogation room scene. I feel that Hot Toys got their inspiration from the interrogation scene. I want to know what you guys think, so leave a comment down below which one you guys think looks most like him. Now let's get into Ticulation. Joker's head sculpt gets a large range of motion. He can tilt to the left, to the right, turn left, turn right, tilt down, back up, and I imagine he can do a 360 head spin like Beetlejuice. I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess his hair up, and when you get your copy in hand you can do so, but I don't recommend it. Both arms roll back and forward, twisting at the biceps, and the arms go up to a T pose. Like that. You can sway from side to side, twist from one side to the other side, and this is how far back you can go. Little ab crunch. He has a double joint in his elbow. A little bit of ticulation in the wrist peg. Now let's pan the camera down to get the rest of the ticulation. After leg ticulation, we're going to do accessories and poses together. Let's dive into leg ticulation. He can do the splits out to here and kick out about 45 degrees and bend at the leg at 90 degrees, just at 90 degrees, and split boot design to help him get into action poses. Upper boot swivel and a swivel at upper thigh, and he can stand up by himself. Let's move on to accessories and poses. I like how the movie translates over to the imposter Batman suit and how Hot Toys made it possible to pose him into the iconic bomb scene. I hope you guys enjoyed the poses and accessories. I've seen it possible to pose him into the iconic 1989 Batman pose. Hope you guys liked my video, and this is a great figure, and I want to get the DX19 Batman and the DX Artist Edition Joker. Now there's two things that I don't like about this figure. One is the pixelation with the eyes, and the other thing, I wish that Hot Toys would start putting pegs in the hands instead of in the wrist. And remember to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
I think you and I are destined to do this forever.